Previously on the Hasselwells.
Hello from the Fleurieu. Since this is a strawberry farm, I had to get the loaded one that has all of the strawberries that come with it. Standing out here at the break, hypnotising and awesome.
We've come to the mouth of the Murray River,
Which starts at the Great Dividing Range in northeastern Victoria and comes most of the way along the border between New South Wales and Victoria. And at Port Wollonga on the beach here, there are these caves that are inset along the cliffs. And now we've come back to our accommodation to get ready for the wedding. The next time you'll see us will be tomorrow.
wedding's done and dusted. The couple is married. We've just left our second Airbnb. I love Airbnb. You don't know what you're getting yourself into, and more often than not, it's just way better than you think it's going to be. Huge room, walk-in robe, ensuite, amenities.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. Not sponsored, of course. Yes, so now we've come down for some breakfast at Brace Girdles, which is, it's a chain of chocolate shops. There's one over in Glenelg. I think there's more than two, isn't there? Yeah. They're all around this sort of Adelaide region. And this one is on the main street in McLaren Vale. And so we'll get some breakfast and coffee here. Darwin might even indulge in some chocolate, although it is early. Today's the day we go to a winery, or a ginnery, or a cidery, or somewhere that sells all three. Yeah, let's get some food.
What's he got there?
Part of a banana split. Superb breakfast food. Look at it go, like just look at it, look at the appearance of it all. It's just so amazing. Everything about it is good. It tastes great.
And don't worry, I will be having some banana split, but for now I'll just try this granola, which is a nutty granola. That yogurt is delicious. Yum. And this one is slightly more breakfast than that one. Can you have desserts after breakfast? I think you can. So we got a couple of these little chocolates to try. This one is a Jaffa truffle. Orange and chocolate is such a great combination. That's delicious. And also a peanut praline. Yum. That's like those Reese's peanut butter cups, that maybe even better, dare I say it? That's delicious too, but I'm saving the other half for Jessie.
We are at Oliver's Tauranga. That's definitely one of the oldest vineyards in McLaren Vale. Got some lovely colour about it. The vines look amazing. We've had a tasting. We had a sparkling white. It was a white wine. It smelled very nice. It tasted like a sparkling white. But this red, this Grenache, oh, that is delicious. Let's see if the taste is as good as the smell. Oh yeah, I see. Savoury. She said it would be savoury. Nice and dry. Yeah, that's really nice. And we've been given a lot of bread at the table, which Dana can't have, but I might try a little bit of olive oil, because they don't just do wine here, they do olive oil as well.
I can have an almond.
Yeah. Apparently the town of Wollonga, 7 kilometres south of McLaren Vale, Wollonga was covered in almonds. Don't know if it is anymore, but wow. Didn't know almonds could be really, really good. It's like crunchy and it's almost like it's half toasted. That's fantastic. We've now got a northern Spanish wine, a Mencia? Mencia. It's about Mencia, but it's a Mencia because it's from Barcelona. Violets, rosemary, cherry, riverstone and pomegranate. It's all in there.
Right, now we've got the blend. So this is our Touriga, so T-M-S it is. Touriga, Mataro, Mourvedre, and Shiraz. The Touriga's a different grape in that it's quite tannic, but really interesting flavours. They make port from it in Portugal, which is where it originates. This is really nice with platters, with just, you know, barbecues. It's sort of a casual drinking wine. It's only our second vintage of this, 2019, and we only made 4,000 bottles, so it's a very small batch.
Touriga, Mataro and Shiraz, and it's meant to be all the fruit and also have chalky tannins. We're getting more into the fuller bodied territory. It's definitely tannic, chalky tannins. If you run your tongue across your mouth, it feels like there's a layer of chalk in there now. I'm into that. It's good. We've taken a left turn from the usual tasting menu to a 2012 museum wine, a Shiraz from 2012. You can see it's like a bit brown, starting to get brown. It has that old smell about it. Yeah, but apparently if it's still got a bright edge and it's not murky, then it will still have its flavours. Definitely smells like an old one. Yeah, that's right. We were drinking some old 2004, 2005 bottles in Melbourne a month ago, and yeah, it had this sort of thing about it. They were brownish in colour. Takes the edge off, that's for sure. No bite. Yeah, tasty.
So we have a 2017 Reserve Shiraz here. Apparently 2017 was just one of those weird years where the Shiraz really thrived. And this one smells really full and nice, but also not too heavy. All these wines have been really, really dry, but this one's starting to get a little less dry. Really full and good flavours in it too. Yum. The DJ Cab Sav, with one of the oldest vines that they still have here on the property. Oh, I just really like Cab Sav. That's my favourite so far. It's so good. I'm sure it's one of the more expensive ones too. Yum. How nice is it sitting here with all of these beautiful multicoloured autumn vines behind us. It's so pretty. Should we back up a wine tasting with a gin tasting? So we've come to Settlers Gin, also in Mataro. We have a list of gins and other spirits to choose from and a lot of decisions to make.
I think we're going to go with 3 each. They're half shots, so that should keep us nice and low on the blood alcohol scale. Yeah.
Should we go cherry liqueur or violet liqueur?
What makes up a violet liqueur?
Real violet steeped in triple distilled spirit.
I'm going to go 3 gins. I think Dana's going to steer clear of the gins. The other thing, they do a single malt whiskey.
I'm definitely getting the whiskey. That's the one thing that is an easy decision.
Alright. I have my Japanese gin, the yuzu. Tastes like Japanese botanicals. It is utterly delicious. Yeah, it's very good. Very mandarinish actually. So the second one that I ordered was blood orange and chili. Oh, the chili, I can smell the chili, it's gonna burn. It's burning. Oh wow, this tastes like our food last night. Is that cardamom or coriander? Which one did I order? The oak aged one. Angelica root? What else?
In French oak.
Is that it? Well, whatever's in here was in your butter chicken last night. With the addition of a lot of tonic water. The blood orange and chili one came alive, and so did the oak aged one. The oak aged one should definitely be drunk with lots of this delicious stuff. It's less of a Indian meal in the face and more of a something you can just sit on for ages. Whatever this does, it just adds good stuff to all gins. Tonic water is the elixir of the gods.
So I've got my rum here. This one's actually a spiced rum. It's meant to have like cinnamon and clovey and ginger kind of flavours. Ooh, it smells nice. It's very subtle, but yeah, you kind of get the cinnamoniness in the aftertaste a little bit. The whiskey. Oh man, that smells
like whiskey?
That sweet vanilla-y, almost banana-iness that I've come to know in some of the Australian whiskies. Whew, a bunch of flavour in the back of my throat.
Probably.
It is a little bit burny, yes. It's got some nice flavours in there. None of them are hugely powerful, but they're nice and subtle flavours. And this was the cherry liqueur. The big decision between the violet and the cherry. In the end I went with the cherry, so there are some dudes riding dirt bikes around here, so if you can hear the rumbling of a dirt bike engine in the background, that's why. It's very sweet on the first taste, but then it starts to give you that like cherry cough medicine thing.
You love that.
That I was hoping for. Yeah. Why can't they give more vaccines via cherry cough medicine spoons? I'd be all about that. Needles are not my friend. But yes, we'll sit here and enjoy the rest of these. That was quite delicious. I think they should make a candle out of the scent of that whiskey. It smells so good.
Yes, it was delish.
I want to light it and burn it in my home.
Yeah, everything here was very nice. We will return one day.
We did buy a bottle too. Jesse
I was
likes
forced
that
into
yuzu.
it. All right, where are we headed next?
Well, I think with a name like Swell, which is basically Jesse's surname missing a letter, we better pop in there.
Good reason.
Sounds swell.
double park.
Not
Okay.
exactly.
I had to hold the camera.
Yeah, I am holding Jesse's beer, which is a New England XPA, and it smells delicious, but it's not gluten-free, and I won't be trying it, and I'm sure if I did try it, it would be a disappointment for me,
Yeah.
not the beer lover.
I've never heard of a New England XPA, but now that I have, and I've tried this one, keen.
But I do have a cloudy apple cider here. It's quite fresh and crisp and delicious.
I really like New England IPAs, and this is a slightly lower alcohol version, I suppose, New England XPA. Low bitterness, high on the fruit. Yep, I'm into that. Swell has done me proud.
The accidental cool thing about Swell is that you can stare at the Darrenberg Cube from here.
Where are you, Darrenberg? Show yourself somewhere up there.
It's kind of a famous winery in this region because it's in a cool cube, but also there's a Salvador Dali exhibition there. We have gone on a previous visit to McLaren Vale, and the Salvador Dali exhibition was pretty cool. We can enjoy our Swell beverages right here beside the Darrenberg vines and stare at the cube. And that's it for our McLaren and Fleurieu video.
Well, that really is it. It was delicious in every way.
So much good stuff to see and eat and drink. Should pop down here if you come to Adelaide. Adelaide is great, but outside Adelaide is also great.
Yeah, McLaren Vale's so easy to get around. Just big squares, straight lines of driving everywhere. It's fantastic.
And now we're gonna head for the hills, I think.
Head for the hills.
If you'd like to see more videos from us, hit like below, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Couple is married, couple has had child, all in the space of 3 days. That was my favourite so far.
Yeah, so you just got expensive tastes.
With a bright violet colour and potpourri-like aromas and a lasting violet flavour.
Oh. Oh. You'll never have it again. Throw a little bit of tonic in there.
Japanese citrus fruit, which gives you a quirky powerhouse of flavour.
Definitely exotic Japanese citrus fruit that gives it a quirky powerhouse of flavour. Is that what?
Any fruits jumping out at you?
Japanese ones.
Oh, like mandarin.
Oh, that's it, mandarin, yeah.
I need some water after all this alcohol. In the end I went with the cherry, so hopefully the spike goes away soon. Quite swell.
You could say that if you were into saying those things.
Or swell.
Hey, stop trying to murder my name. Oh yeah.